Greetings, salutations, good morning, and welcome to your weekend edition of TV8's Good Morning Vale on a gorgeous morning. That's a live shot of Beaver Creek from our back patio as the snow is slowly melting away from the fabulous winter that we have had. And thanks for tuning in on your weekend edition of Good Morning Vale. I'm your host, Eric Sundblad, for this hour-long show. And as the snow melts on both Beaver Creek and Vale, we were slowly approaching our summer season and mountain biking season. But before we get there, we want to inform you of the current elk calving closures going on at both Vale and Beaver Creek. Now, these closures are running until July 1st, and you're taking a look at the Vale map now, and essentially everything except the front side of Vale is closed for elk calving. So if you're interested in biking up Mill Creek Road and then around to the Two Elk Trail, that is currently closed until July 1st to let the elk kind of do their thing. And as we're taking a look at Beaver Creek, essentially everything from Larkspur Bowl further west towards Arrowhead, Bachelor Gulch, that's all closed for elk calving. You can still access both the front side of Vale and Beaver Creek until July 1st, just to let the elk do their thing. And as we're moving into that summer season, we've got exciting news about next weekend, the official kickoff of summer as Beaver Creek gets their Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival going on. And if you're a little bit of a grill head, maybe a master chef, you're going to want to enter into the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Backyard Barbecue Competition going on next Friday, May 24th. Teams of up to 3 people can enter. It was a really fun competition. Our own Mark Sassy here from TV8, as well as a few other of our coworkers are going to be participating in this. It's teams of up to 3 people. You get a mystery meat, you get a mystery side dish, and you cook with these, they're called the Big Green Egg Grills. They are literally what they sound like. They're green eggs, kind of dimpled grills. They can be used as smokers, they can be used as grills. You can get unique wood chip flavors inside of these grills, but it's really good time. Contestants get there at 1:30, and then the grilling takes place from 2 to 6 p.m. That's next Friday. That's going to be so exciting. Can't wait to see how our TV8 team does. If you want to get tickets to Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, make sure to check out Beaver Creek's website. It is a free event. However, on Saturday and Sunday, you can get VIP tickets. So on Saturday, you can get unique access at the White Carpet Club to meeting the brewers from the Beaver Creek Craft Brew Festival. You also get up-close seating at certain stages, access to great VIP barbecue and craft beer events. Now, tickets are separate for both Saturday and Sunday, so if you want to get the whole VIP package, you do have to buy 2 separate tickets. There's also child VIP ticket areas. So just so you know, it is a free event. Head on up to the base of Beaver Creek, check out all the various craft breweries on Saturday, and then all the barbecue going on both Saturday and Sunday. And then we've got that competition, the backyard barbecue competition, on Friday. And we've got a great weekend, Good Morning Vale, in store for you. We're going to have a really unique daycare experience coming in, as well as Nest Furnishings. We're going to find out a little bit more about the Craft Brew Festival next Friday. But first, a look at your local weather for the weekend.
Hi, I'm Molly Dewey, one of your Good Morning Vale hosts, and when I'm not drinking coffee at TV8, I'm drinking it here at home where I run my corporate wellness business, Medicool. Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
With Verizon Up, we won Luke Bryan tickets. It was amazing.
Why Myrna chose Verizon.
So we are walking through the crowd. You know, you have your badge and all you gotta do is wave it up. We're like, okay, these are pretty neat seats. I wouldn't mind sitting here. But he's like, nope, we're still going. They took us all the way to the front. There's an area sealed off just for Verizon Up members. It made me feel like a celebrity.
The network more people rely on gives you more. Like VIP concert tickets on us. And big savings on our best phones when you switch. That's Verizon.
We're for the fashion-forward and budget-minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We're for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne, Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% off on over 50 of the best designer brands as you stroll through our 3 beautiful shopping villages.
There are a lot of snack bars out there. What makes a Kind bar so special? Maybe it's the whole nuts and real fruit. Maybe it's the drizzle of dark chocolate. Maybe it's because it's tasty and healthy. Well, there's only one way to find out. Do the Kind thing.
Na 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 na.
Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Fabulous morning in Vail. That's a shot from Wildwood, top of Chair 3 in Vail. Snow is slowly melting over Sundown Bowl in the distance there. You're looking off to the west towards Beaver Creek. Kind of get a hint of that in the background on what's starting off as a gorgeous morning here for the weekend. However, things are going to take a little bit of a turn as there is a Pacific storm front bringing with it some precipitation. So unlike the sunny, warmer temperatures we experienced last week, things are going to change up a little bit for this weekend. Looking ahead over the next 5 days, temperatures fluctuating in the mid to upper 30s into potentially some mid 40s, but there is that consistent chance of precipitation running Saturday all the way through to next Wednesday. Could be some snowfall in the early morning to later evening hours, but for the most part, we are expecting rain to be the persistent precipitation over the course of the next 5 days. And here is a look at your jet stream. Notice it's just kind of got this big arcing south to north, west to east trajectory to it. And taking a look at this Pacific storm front, there's that big low pressure ridge currently to the north. However, continuous moisture will be building along the Pacific, and remember that jet stream just sweeping that up into Colorado to combine with this low pressure ridge currently sitting over Colorado means additional precipitation for us. But that's going to be great news for the trails as it should accentuate the snow melt currently going on. So despite the fact we would have cooler temperatures, the rain will help continually melt that snow. We want to get our mountains open for bike season in just a few more weeks, but this will help to accelerate that snow melt. Just make sure you've got a raincoat with you, especially watch out for Monday. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts. And coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
This resort report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8Vail, Instagram at TV8Vail Colorado, and Facebook.
Time now for that resort report. Let's talk a little bit about our sister resort in Summit County, Breckenridge. Now, they made some plans to stay open through Memorial Weekend, and that's going to be kind of what's going to happen moving forward year to year annually. And going on right now, they've got their event called Spring Finale. Now, within Spring Finale, different activities every weekend all the way through Memorial Weekend. Now, you can ski and ride midweek, 7 days a week through Memorial Weekend, but on the weekends, they're having some big celebrations with live music. So let's talk about this coming weekend, the 17th, 18th, and 19th. What you can expect up there: live music on Saturday with the Taylor Scott Band, live music with Split Window on Sunday. This is all taking place at the base of Peak 7. Kind of that's where the Budweiser Snow Beach area is going to be set up with chairs and cornhole and snow volleyball and live music and DJ Cat tracks, DJ Cat spinning music along with the live music. What a way to kind of wrap up your springtime in the mountains and add more days to that Epic Pass. And speaking of the Epic Pass, check this out. Right now, you can get that Epic Pass for next year, the full Epic Pass for 2019-2020 ski snowboard season for $939. Now that price is going to be available along with 2 buddy tickets through the 27th of May. So get that pass early. It's only $49 down. So $939 for the adults. For kids, $489. And if that full Epic Pass is not the pass that you're thinking of, maybe you want to go with the Epic Local Pass, which also provides skiing and snowboarding at our local Colorado resorts. Go to epicpass.com. We'll be right back.
Is Cooper outside?
no. Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets, backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry, Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
For over a decade, the Epic Pass has provided skiers and riders season-long access to world-class mountains that are truly epic by nature. Vail, Whistler Blackcomb, Park City, Breckenridge, and more. The next evolution of the Epic Pass has arrived, and the possibilities are limitless, from one day to every day. Epic for everyone. Buy before May 27th for just $49 down.
As the snow melts and we get into our summer season here in the valley, it's time to start thinking about summer sports, including golf. That's right. Some golf courses are currently open and running, but we want to talk to you today specifically about a very unique golf course located just outside Leadville. It's called Mount Massive. It's one of the oldest golf courses in Colorado. Very high elevation, so you can get some really long drives, really unique course, wide open fairways. And we're going to take a little peek at Mount Massive, give you some more info on it right now, but it's certainly one you're not going to want to miss as you're golfing around Colorado this summer.
It's a beautiful summer day up in Leadville, Colorado. We are at Mount Massive Golf Course, which is the highest golf course in North America at an elevation of over 9,900 feet. We're going to go talk to the superintendent, Craig Steller, right now and find out what everyone here considers to be the signature hole. Joining me now, I've got Craig Steller. He is the superintendent and the general manager, the chief cook and bottle washer of Mount Massive Golf Course. Craig, tell us a little bit about Mount Massive Golf Course. Why do people want to be up here playing at this altitude? What is it about it?
Well, you know, there's a couple of things. First, obviously, the ball flies a long way.
Does it really go further?
It really does. We say 20 to 25% here at 10,000 feet.
Wow. Yeah. That's a big difference for some of us that have kind of mediocre games.
It helps me a lot, that's for sure.
And they're kind of wide open, so if I slice or pull, I'm safe.
One of the great things here is that you don't lose too many golf balls.
So how long has the golf course been in existence?
It was built back in the 30s originally, and then it became a grass golf course in the 70s.
And then from here on out, now you have other offerings besides just golf. What else is available?
You do, you're right. Last year we opened up a disc golf course, and late in the season we added foot golf, which in America you might better think of as soccer golf.
So I've had a chance to speak with a few people that are out here playing today, and they have a couple holes that they're very drawn to. Do you have a signature hole here that you consider?
I think number 6. It's our namesake hole. You'll play right into the face of Mount Massive. It's a 535-yard par 5, and it's a beauty.
535 par 5, hole number 6. Can we go and check it out?
I think we should.
Let's go. All right. Well, Craig brought me out to hole number 6. This is Mount Massive Golf Club's signature hole. With a backdrop, Craig, like that of Mount Massive, it is breathtaking. Let's talk about the hole from the tee box through. What can people expect when they come here to play it?
Sure. Well, you know, it's a big, wide open hole with a big, big mountain behind it, and people really want to hit a big drive here, so that's what we do. We get the drivers out. The tree is about 220 yards off the tee, and the idea is to carve one in beyond the tree and set yourself up for a nice second shot.
Well, you said carve one in beyond the tree?
Well, yeah.
In a perfect world, you're expecting my driver to carry me to that tree, huh? But as I look at the grass here, we have a little bit of a headwind today. How are we supposed to adjust for that?
Just like Jack Nicklaus says, hit it hard.
Hit it hard and straight. And obviously, course looks, this particular hole looks pretty straight, like you said, though. A little dog leg to the left at the end. You can't really see that from here, but first plan is to tee off. Try to make it to that tree somewhere in the middle. How about you tee up first and show me how it's done?
We'll give it a shot.
Okay, sounds good. look where I ended up. Like where you said you need to end up there.
I think you're in perfect position. You're about 250 out. That's the shot.
Oh, beautiful shot, Craig. Way to wrap up the signature hole number 6. What'd you end up with, a 5?
I did get a par.
And it is a par 5. Good job. Thank you for letting us come out and play.
Thank you,
I had a
Mark, for coming
blast.
out.
You do a great job out here. Thank you very much.
Thanks. We appreciate you.
Hey, if you're interested in playing anytime at Mount Massive, go to Mount Massive's website. That's mountmtmassivegolf.com, or give Craig and the team a call at the Pro Shop. Book a tee time and come spend some time in Leadville at the Mount Massive Golf Course.
This weather report is brought to you by TV8. Find us on Twitter at TV8 Vail, Instagram at TV8 Vail, Colorado, and Facebook.
Taking a live look at the Eagle County Regional Airport on a gorgeous morning today. A little bit of sunshine, a little bit of bluebird skies, however. Not expecting that to continue throughout the course of the weekend, as there will be ample amounts of precipitation coming to us over the course of the next 3 to 5 to even extending out to 7 days, as we take a peek at the hourly forecast for your weekend weather. That chance of precipitation hovering in the mid-40s before bumping up to 80 to 75% Monday and Tuesday before declining again. Temperatures fairly consistent, hovering between the mid-40s to upper 30s throughout the course of the weekend. Will be a little bit of rain throughout the course of the day, and then potentially snowfall in the evening and morning hours. And taking a look at that precipitation radar right now, you can see those white clouds and then that blue moisture just kind of building up over Colorado as it sweeps in from the Pacific to our west and then kind of moves a little bit north as it rolls through Colorado. And then again, going into that 5-day report, keep in mind that we are expecting ample amounts of precipitation. So unlike the sunshine that we experienced this past week, a little bit of change here as we're fluctuating between storm and sunshine before moving into what's going to be a fabulous weekend next weekend, as Beaver Creek kicks off the summer with the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. But coming up next, we're going to take a look at the road report, giving you some tips for driving around our high elevation conditions.
This road report is brought to you by Big O Tires, the team you trust, with locations in Avon, Frisco, Glenwood Springs, and Basalt.
All right, we have a lot of construction going on around Eagle County right now on our roadways. As soon as Vail and Beaver Creek close for the winter season, the construction season begins. And what you're going to find around Eagle County, 2 different main areas of construction. So if you ever venture down towards Edwards, get off I-70, head down into Edwards towards the main light, there's a fair amount of construction on that spur road area going by the Shell station, going over the river, over the railroad tracks, into that main light area where the construction continues. The plan is to take that area, turn it into a 4-lane road with a big roundabout where the main light in Edwards is right now. And this is going to be ongoing throughout the summertime. We want to keep you abreast of that throughout the entire summer to let you know any delays you can expect and what's going on with that. Also, another area of construction, really Avon, all the way up towards Westvale, towards Dow Junction. Some I-70 work, some repaving work, some lane work, and also some of the bridge construction and guardrail work. So that's some of the other construction, and that's going to be ongoing also. And some days are going to be heavier construction days than other days, and sometimes there's going to be some night construction also. If you want to find out more about those 2 projects, go to cotrip.org. Very accessible, very user-friendly, very informative. Now, let's talk about the changing weather we have coming up this weekend. I know it's hard to believe it's already the middle of May, but there's a chance for some snow at those higher elevations over this weekend with this big storm coming out of the Pacific into Colorado for the next couple of days. So roadways are going to be impacted. My suggestion right now, if you haven't signed up for it yet, sign up for ecalert.org on your phone, and then you can get those up-to-date things that are happening on the roadways before you get out there and realize that you're in the middle of it. ecalert.org. All right, this road report brought to you by Big O Tires. And as a matter of fact, after the break, we're going to have Big O Tires on the couch with an interview. We'll be right back.
Oh no.
For
your car's Big O knows, there's always a Big O yes. Save $100 on sets of 4 Big O brand tires, plus get a $50 mail-in rebate with your Big O credit card. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Bandit 3, this is Fox 2-3. Can you see that contact to our front? Bandit Fox 2-3, out. Mark him with tracer fire.
There are those who choose a different path in life. A path of selflessness, of service. A path that leads to freedom. Do you have what it takes? Find out at goarmy.com/warriors.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
Vail's most talented architects, builders, and interior design firms are creating some of the most spectacular homes in America. And our cameras will take you inside these homes and introduce you to Vail's most respected real estate companies specializing in high-end properties. Watch the Vail Home Show each day right here on Vail's TV8 or online. And remember, you can catch this show on the web anytime at vailhomeshow.com.
All right, joining us in the studio now, we've got Peter. He is a general manager of our Big O Tires, located right here in Avon. Peter, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure.
Head looks good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, so we've chatted at different times about the transition going from winter to spring to summer to fall, and what you need to do about your tires to keep the longevity of that tread wear as long as possible. But I think one of the things that people don't think a lot about is that next piece of it, which is the alignment of the vehicle and what that can do. Now, we have a photograph. I want you to tell us what we're looking at here. It's a couple of tires that are, they're just worn, they're not even worn evenly. Tell us what we're looking at.
Those are two different alignment spec problems, really. When it comes out to the inside edges of those two tires, they are worn dramatically in a significant way on the inside edges. And one of them on the left-hand side has nylon overlay exposed to the extent where the casing is now almost ruptured and at the point where it would blow out. It is so susceptible, any little rock in the road can now blow out the tire. And that is from either camber or toe, depending on which angle would cause that inside or outside wear.
These are alignment terms, correct?
Yeah, there are 3 different discerning ones, but alignments they're a major factor that even brand new vehicles are susceptible to. When they roll off the factory line, they get an alignment before they hit the road, and then ultimately throughout the life of the vehicle, just even if you never hit a bump in the road, it slowly sags, loses a little bit of toe angle at a bare minimum. And so it's always essential to check the alignment. We do it for free. And it's really a benefit, mainly based on 2 factors. One is going to be fuel economy. Fuel economy is dramatically affected. The 2 tires that you just saw would have been eating up quite a bit of gas mileage.
Now, is this gentleman doing an alignment right here?
He is. He's a technician in a very, very clean shop that's working
It's a Big O shop, a very clean Big O shop for sure.
We try to clean. That is the cleanest shop I have ever seen, and it is by far what the technician's doing right there is giving the head a perfect angle, aligning that paddle perfectly up to the tire or to the wheel. And then once the machine detects that angle, it'll send lasers out to that paddle to detect camber, caster, and toe angles.
Okay. So my question for you, you had mentioned even if you didn't hit a bump. So we're talking about, let's go back to the amazing potholes that we've had around Eagle County this spring. And those potholes can really wreak havoc on your alignment of your vehicle. And then And then you may not even know it. Like if somebody didn't know, but wondering if an alignment's an issue, what are some of the telltale signs from maybe driving the vehicle that they might say, I got to go get this thing checked out?
Pulling. Pulling is the number one scenario.
Pulling at all speeds or at certain speeds or whatever?
Any speeds, it would pick it up even at low speeds. But if you'd hit a big enough impact with whether it's road damage from a pothole or a curb, or if for example, over the wintertime, snow had covered some debris and you'd run over maybe a median in the road, any sort of bump in the road could do some major damage. On that kind of a spectrum, we look at that damage as being a bigger issue, and we look at suspension because it can certainly blow out struts and shocks, and we see those starting to leak. So during every alignment, we shake down and determine whether or not there are other factors at play, because often there can be damage, but often as well, we do see just the pulling scenario. Someone will come in and there'll be some uneven tire wear starting to form in a short period of time. It's really essential. There's so many different things that we'd like to be able to do for the community to be able to figure out whether or not the car is safe on the road, because pulling is one scenario, but it'll start wearing the tires and then all of a sudden it'll be shaking.
Yep. And
so shaking then can be another symptom where the alignment was out, hurt the tires, causes the shake in that progression.
I think I need to bring my car into you today. Thanks for your time, Peter. Good to see
you.
you. Hey, give Big O a call. Their number is on the screen, or go to their website. They're located right here between Avon and Eaglevale. Peter's there, and the whole team. They can do a great job for you and get your alignment back in line with your vehicle. We'll be right back.
This weather report is brought to you by Supergoop, the official sunscreen of Vail Resorts. Enjoy the day, but first, sunscreen.
Beaver Creek looking absolutely fabulous this morning as a little bit of bluebird skies and some clouds kind of rolling in and out over Beaver Creek as the snow slowly starts to melt as we transition into our summer season. If you're looking forward to getting some mountain biking on Beaver Creek, going to take a little bit of patience. However, that golf course at the base of Beaver Creek is open and you're able to get some swings in on the links going right now. As we're looking ahead into the weekend for your weather forecast, hopefully you enjoyed the great temperatures and sunny skies we experienced this past week, because things are going to change up a little bit here moving on into the next 5 days as a little Pacific storm front will be cruising its way into our valley, bringing with it both rain and some snow at higher elevations, and then late night and early morning with cooler temperatures. As we're looking at this jet stream right now coming in from the Pacific, a little bit of a north to south and then west to east trajectory, just bringing that swirling moisture from the Pacific right into Colorado. And there is a significant storm system to the north of us. However, with that current jet stream trajectory, that's not really going to affect us, but there is a new storm developing that will be just kind of swinging its way into our valley and our state over the course of the next 5 days, with that chance of precipitation getting all the way up to 80% on Monday before tapering off into the week. So if you want to get out there and enjoy some activities, just make sure you've got a rain jacket on. Trails might be a little bit muddy this weekend, but in just a couple, maybe 7 days, we'll start to see some sunshine again. Thanks to Supergoop for sponsoring this weather. And coming up next, we're going to check in with a book report.
Time now for your Eagle Valley Library District book report. I want to talk a little bit about their website and some of the useful things you're going to find on that website. It's evld.org. And within the website, really great information and resources to utilize our libraries around Eagle Valley. Now, one of the neat things that they offer, if you need to get a library card, you don't need to just have your driver's license anymore. You can go in with a ski pass and get a library card. If you live here, or if you're a second home owner, or if you're just here on vacation, you can get a library card for any length of time that you are here. Another neat thing you can do with the Eagle Valley Library District, they have a program. It's called Explore Colorado, Get Out Around Colorado. Now within that, you actually can check out a 7-day parks pass, and it gives you access to all 41 state parks in Colorado. It includes an adventure backpack that you get from the library, and within the backpack you're going to find binoculars to explore the birds and the wildlife in our parks. It also gives you detailed information about what to look for in terms of flora, in terms of fauna, and things that you can utilize to really make a great adventure with that backpack. And those are available. Go to the website. It's evld.org to find out more about what they have to offer, or just stop by our local libraries here and say thanks for all that they do. We'll be right back.
They made the original hot.
Ooh, hot stuff all over my nachos, walking like a taco, driving over potholes, hotter than a pot roast, fingers on my hot chips, red-handed, come on man, I'ma need some chopsticks. I want it.
The original. Now it's hot.
Nest Furnishings and Consignment, located in the heart of the Vail Valley. Nest offers a variety of beautiful, affordably priced home furnishings, art, and accessories for your mountain home. Henredon, Restoration Hardware, Ralph Lauren, just to name a few brands available at Nest. Decorate your mountain home at Nest Furnishings and Consignment. Consignment redefined.
For over a decade, the Epic Pass has provided skiers and riders season-long access to world-class mountains that are truly epic by nature. Vail, Whistler Blackcomb, Park City, Breckenridge, and more. The next evolution of the Epic Pass has arrived, and the possibilities are limitless, from one day to every day. Epic for everyone. Buy before May 27th for just $49 down.
Do something great for you at Simply Massage. Get any 60-minute session for $89. Buy 5 sessions and get 1 free. With 4 mountain locations, relaxation is just a step away.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Childcare in the Valley can be quite a difficult experience. If you're a new parent, you may have up to 24 months of waiting to get your child into a childcare program, and that's why I'm excited to have a new, innovative childcare business in the studio with me. We've got Beth Zamansky and Lee Carlson Hernandez from Eagle County representing Beth. You're with My Village. First off, thanks for creating new innovation. I love to see brand new Colorado-focused innovative companies bringing something to market. So first off, tell us a little bit about My Village.
Sure. So I moved to Boulder a few years ago, and my husband and I were both working, and I had a 6-month-old, and I took her to a child care center downtown thinking that I could enroll her in a program, and they told me it was a 24-month waiting list, which immediately was shocking, because if you think about it, I was supposed to get on a waiting list before I was pregnant, before I moved to Boulder, but also it was terrifying as a parent. And my co-founder, Erica, who's a good friend of mine, also a mom with 2 kids, she was experiencing the same problem. And so we're good friends and serial entrepreneurs. And when we realized that access to high quality, affordable childcare is not an option for most parents in this country, we knew we had to do something about it.
Yeah.
And so My Village was born.
Especially unique in our valley because we are so spread out and there's not just an urban center with multiple childcare centers around.
Exactly.
So what does My Village provide then?
So we make it easy to start and run high quality home-based childcare programs. So the way that we do that is we have a software platform that manages all of the business pieces, communicating with parents, making sure you get paid, managing all the data you need for licensing and tracking your expenses to make taxes easier. We have the insurance that you need to run your program, and we also do all of the marketing for the programs. But I think what's really cool is we have this amazing mentor network community that supports our educators, that helps them with training. And so you get all the tools that you need to run your own business, but you don't have to do it alone.
So it's essentially like having a franchise childcare business, but eliminating most of the obstacles or barriers to entry if you wanted to start your own childcare business.
Exactly.
Yeah, and you've partnered with Eagle County, and Lee, you're representing them, and what are you providing to My Village and then potential people that want to look into partnering with My Village?
Right, because of the need for childcare in the Valley, we really wanted to
expand the opportunities for families to have that care. And a lot of our families are looking for that in-home provider for their infants and toddlers particularly, so that they can have that small environment. So we wanted to really partner with somebody, and My Village was a perfect fit to be able to help provide that opportunity for people in our community to do that. So we're providing some funding to do some educational grants for those who are interested in becoming part of My Village, to support them in getting the materials and to meet some of the licensing requirements, like if there needs to be a fence or some safety equipment installed into their homes.
Yeah, so My Village side of it, you're removing some of the barriers to entry, as we said, and then partnering with Eagle County, since you do need licensing, you're actually helping to remove the biggest cost barriers into getting child care licensing.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not just some money, it's up to $5,000 for every person who wants to start a family home program. I think up to 10 in Eagle
Yes,
County.
we're hoping to get 10 this year.
Oh, great. And what's the application process if people are interested?
Yep, so you can contact My Village at myvillage.com, anyone who's interested, and talk to somebody, who works with My Village, who can kind of walk you through what's it like to run a family home program. Is this the right path for you? Explain all of the support and resources that we have. And then we do a background check on everyone who moves forward in our process, them and everyone who's in their home. And if all of that comes back clean, then it's a thumbs up and we can help you get your program started.
And you'll connect them with Eagle County to help facilitate potential grants as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Great. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I'd just love to see unique Colorado innovative businesses starting up here. And hopefully this is a step forward in solving the current, what I see as child care crisis. So
Yes,
Beth,
totally.
Lee, thank you guys very much. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much.
And that's myvillage.com if you're interested in becoming a child care provider. And coming up next, we're going to take a look at your weekend weather.
This weather report is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne. 3 villages, hundreds of brands, one great Rocky Mountain location.
Looking at a live shot there of a gorgeous back bowl up at our high elevations. Holy cow. I think I might have to go splitboarding there this weekend. The snow is still looking fabulous out at higher elevations, and that's where, if you are interested in getting to the backcountry, you're going to want to go because the snow on Vail and Beaver Creek just turning a little bit corny, a little bit too slushy to be truly enjoyable. But those higher elevations, still perfect snow out there. And as we're taking a look at the national map here, we're going to try to get a read on what the weather is going to be like over the course of the weekend and then the next 5 days. And a couple big things to note here. One, this big storm up in the Pacific Northwest and this low pressure ridge just kind of sweeping all the way into Colorado, and then further west of that in Northern California, another storm system developing right now. And those two big things are going to be the primary drivers for our weekend weather as we're looking at the jet stream here. Now it is moving a little bit south before blowing up north. Remember that storm system was up here, but this should continue to swirl and then make its way back into Colorado. This jet stream is kind of going a little circular right now. As we're looking ahead into the 5-day forecast, there is that chance of precipitation getting all the way up to 80% by Monday. Temperatures fluctuating between the upper 30s, 38 degrees, up into the mid 40s throughout the course of the week. However, if you enjoyed the sunshine from this past week, well, maybe get some rest in, rest up before the Beaver Creek Blues, Brews, and Barbecue celebration going on next weekend. Hopefully we do see the clouds clear and great weather for next weekend. Thanks to the outlets at Silverthorne for sponsoring this weather. Coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Part of travel is the journey, and it's not only about where you're going, but how you get to your destination. With over 35 years of experience, Epic Mountain Express is the best way to begin your trip to the Rockies. Enjoy complimentary Wi-Fi and relax in the comfort of our shuttles and SUVs. With service out of Denver International and Eagle County Airport, trust our professional drivers to get you there in confidence and comfort. Start off your trip right with Epic Mountain Express.
This fall, pay tribute to the godfather of skiing in Warren Miller's Face of Winter, presented by Volkswagen. Continue the legacy at the official kickoff to winter. Tickets are on sale now. Go to warrenmiller.com. It's a tradition you don't want to miss.
Warren Miller's Face of Winter and other classic Warren Miller films are now available for purchase on Blu-ray and DVD from the Warren Miller Gear Store. Go to warrenmiller.com or buy digitally on iTunes, Amazon, or Google Play.
Geico for your boat.
Well, coming up next weekend is the official kickoff of summer as Beaver Creek has their annual Blues, Brews, and Barbecue celebration. And one component of that is the craft beer celebration and festival. And I've got Drew Stoll from Beaver Creek here. Welcome this morning, Drew.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah.
So I'm always excited about Blues, Brews, and Barbecue, and being a beer connoisseur, especially excited about Saturday and the craft beer festival.
Yeah, definitely. Blues, Brews, and Barbecue is kind of always our kickoff to summer in Beaver Creek. And I think a lot of people in the Vail Valley regard it as the kickoff to summer in general. So it's a really fun weekend, and kind of our event within the event is the Craft Beer Festival, which goes on Saturday, May 25th from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
It's what, almost an all-day event.
Yeah, exactly. So the Craft Beer Festival is a beer tasting that happens traditionally on the back lawn, but because of all of the snow that we've had this year, we felt the condition of the back lawn wasn't quite up to par, so we're moving it into the Beaver Creek bus turnaround, which is going to be a really awesome venue because kind of one of the differentiating factors of the Craft Beer Festival is the ability to come and go from the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival. So you get to enjoy a craft beer tasting for 4 hours, and kind of you don't want to be stuck in that space for the entire 4 hours. So you get the opportunity to go into the village, check out some of the world-class barbecue vendors, some of the world-class music, hang out there for a little bit in the kind of the bigger scene, and then if you want to continue tasting, you know, return to the bus turnaround and continue with the craft beer tasting.
Yeah, that'll be great flow, just
Yeah.
going from the Village Plaza over to that bus station rather
Yeah.
than up escalators into the base of the mountain.
Exactly, yeah. So I think that's going to be a really, really awesome component to it. And like I said, it's a 4-hour tasting, so we'll have over 25 breweries from around the state and even around the country. We're bringing some from around the country, so it should be really awesome. And there will be plenty of beer there to try and taste and drink, but you also want to have the opportunity to experience Blues, Brews, and Barbecue for what it is.
Oh, absolutely.
And the Craft Beer Festival definitely gives you that opportunity.
And the Craft Beer Festival is kind of the ticketed portion of Blues, Brews, and Barbecues.
Yeah, exactly. So Blues, Brews, and Barbecue is an event that's open to the public, and you basically pay for your drinks and pay for your food, but when you buy a ticket to the Craft Beer Festival, it's $50, and you can purchase them at beavercreek.com/BBB, which is our hub for Blues, Brews, and Barbecue. And the ticket gets you unlimited tastings for the 4 hours. So you can basically drink as much beer as you want.
For $50? That's
For
a great
$50.
deal.
A lot of people make their money's worth drinking beer that day. So
Well, especially with a lot of the craft breweries, you're looking at a more expensive beer as a whole anyway.
yeah, exactly. And a lot of the craft breweries bring in some of their experimental beers that maybe you won't get at their brewery, small batch stuff. So there's a lot of really, really cool products coming, like I said, from over 25 breweries. So if you're a beer connoisseur, this is the perfect event for you to come, try some beers that maybe you wouldn't normally be able to get, and yeah, really just kind of enjoy a Saturday in the Rockies.
Any highlight breweries that you're really looking forward to getting to taste?
Yeah, I mean, we always have Crooked Save Artisan Beer Project. They always bring some really interesting beers. Intrepid Sojourner. We'll have Breckenridge Brewery, which is a partner of ours for a long time. So yeah, there are plenty of really, really cool breweries that are kind of one-off breweries that I'm excited to bring in. New ones and returning ones if you're a returning guest to the Craft Beer Festival.
Yeah, it's
So.
a perfect way to kick off the summer, man.
Yeah.
A little bit of craft beer, some barbecue, and then great live music.
Exactly, yeah, and the music for Blues, Brews, and Barbecue this year is really, really on point. So like I said, come get a ticket to the Craft Beer Festival, enjoy a craft beer tasting, and also get to enjoy the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival for what it is with some of that amazing music.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
thank you very much for coming on, Drew.
Yeah.
That's some great info. Again, that's beavercreek.com/BBB. Tickets are $50 for that craft beer festival starting next Saturday. And coming up next, we've got more Good Morning Vail.
Oh no.
For all your car's Big O no's, there's always a Big O yes. Save $100 on sets of 4 Big O brand tires, plus get a $50 mail-in rebate with your Big O credit card. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
The world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate, available only on the next generation GMC Sierra.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by GMC, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts.
Oh, Vail, you are looking fabulous this morning. That's a live shot from the base of Vail Village area and Gondola 1. No snow down there at the base, but you can still see some snow off in the distance there looking east. That's Chair 10 Highline Express and kind of Gold Peak area with that little snow patch just peeking over those trees. And although things are nice and sunny this morning, we do expect them to be changing up as we move into this weekend. And your weekend forecast really determined by this Pacific moisture storm up in the Pacific Northwest, and then also this moisture in Northern California right now, combining with this big low pressure ridge just sweeping from the Pacific Northwest into Colorado, means that we are expecting to experience a little bit of a different setup than we had this past week as we're looking at the jet stream here. Now currently it is blowing west to east and a little bit of a south to north trajectory, but it should be fairly cyclical and just bring that Pacific moisture right into Colorado over the course of the next 5 days as we're looking at that 5-day forecast now. Temperatures hovering between the upper 30s to mid 40s, so that means likely to be experiencing rain throughout the majority of the day and snowfall into the evening or early morning hours, getting up as high as 80% chance of precipitation on Monday and then 75% chance on Tuesday before tapering off into the week. And we'd really want to just let the moisture get it out of its system over the course of the next 5 days as we're ramping up for the official kickoff of summer next weekend for Beaver Creek's Blues, Brews, and Barbecue and Craft Beer celebration. So let's get all the moisture out over the course of this next 5 days so we can have a great sunny next weekend. But in the meantime, bring those raincoats as you're looking to get outside and enjoy some hikes. And thanks to GMC for sponsoring this weather, the exclusive partner of Vail Resorts. We've got just a bit more TV8 Good Morning Vail coming up next.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Joining us in the studio, Patty Cooney, the owner of Nest right here in Avon for more than 11 years.
That's right.
Is that right?
We're starting our 12th year this month. But yeah, thank you for having me back again.
How exciting, 12 years.
12 years.
Did you have any idea when it first started, like you were onto something, you thought there was definitely a need for it, but did you think that at this point it would become a staple in the valley to the extent that it is now?
You know, I try to be a little bit more humble than that, than calling it a staple in the valley, but we kind of have become.
See.
It's nice. It's wonderful.
Right?
Yeah. It's been a wonderful business. It's a wonderful ride. We've enjoyed our customer base. We have fun doing what we do. It's always an adventure in the store. We always get fun, unique pieces in that we even go, wow, where did this come from? This is so cool.
And that happens probably on a regular basis.
Regular basis.
So let's walk through the process. You can tell us through. So let's say I have some stuff at my house that I want to get rid of, whether it's a whole room or just a couple pieces. How does it work?
You just give us a call and you either send us pictures, or one of my managers, Rob, will come out and do a viewing, and he'll kind of walk through the pieces with you. And if it's anything we think we can sell, we'll pick it up. We have a truck, and our drivers are wonderful guys.
Okay.
And they're out on the road 4 days a week doing deliveries and pickups. And we'll pick it up for free. We'll bring it into the store, sell it for you, and within no time at all, we'll send you a check. Yeah.
That's happened to me a few times. I've gotten a few checks from the crew over at Nest. So we have some photographs of some, or you sent us some photographs of some of the newer, more current things that you have at Nest right now.
I did. And you know, to start off with, we have these beautiful green Slifer Designs chairs, and they are tone-on-tone green, very contemporary, very cool. We have 8 of them available at the store right now.
Dining chairs, basically.
Dining chairs, and really 8 of them for the price of 1 brand new. So it's a great deal.
Now this piece?
This is a wine cabinet. It's a great piece. It's just a lot of fun to display your wine.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, we have armoires. We have bar armoires. We have a gorgeous South Cone bar armoire that is on the floor. It just came in yesterday, so I didn't get a picture of it for today, but it's a great piece.
And then also here, it sounds like we have some Crate and Barrel chairs.
These are Crate and Barrel chair and a halves, and we just
chair
received.
And a halves. Means they're a little bit bigger than a regular chair.
They're big.
Oversized.
They're
I like those.
They're comfy, cozy, cuddly kind of chairs, Mark.
Like 3 people chairs, like you put your kids in there with you?
You could. You could.
My puppy dog.
Yeah, and we have couches, we have sectionals. There's so many to choose from right now. There's quite a variety of soft goods in the store right now.
10,000 square feet showroom, correct?
Actually 11.5, but yes,
I was
you were
off
close.
by
You were off.
1,000 and some change.
Yeah. So it's one of the biggest showrooms in the Vail Valley. So we are very proud of that. We also carry this is a grouping of our cowhides. We get them in, they're brand new, they're terrific if you want to add a little touch of mountain contemporary to your design. So we have lots of cowhides in stock, whether they're brindle or solid or whatever to choose from, and they're double extra large cows, so they're huge.
And then patio galore.
Oh my gosh,
year,
patio furniture. We have our back patio is chock full of sofas, conversation pits. This is a big, round, German-made.
With a little roof that goes over the sun.
It's got
shelter.
a little shade for you. So yeah, it's German-made, very expensive. I think it retails for $6,000. Wow. We have it for like $1,200 or something. And then this is another conversation pit. It's a couch with a table, but we have 4 chairs. We have a 10-seat dining table. Gorgeous contemporary dining table for your patio. So a lot to see, a lot to look from. And actually today we're picking up 12 lounge chairs from one of our clients. So yeah.
Lounge chairs. Could you imagine the size of your patio if you had 12 lounge chairs? You need to stop by Nest today or go to their website, check it out. It's nestvale.com.
Yep.
Or give Patty a call, 949-0989, located right here in the heart of Avon.
Thank you.
Experience the adventures, the thrills, the people, and the places that only outside television can bring you. Experience it with us.
Tune into Outside Television locally in the Vail Valley on Comcast Channel 17.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket again. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
How good does that look? Garfinkel's right here in Lionshead. How are
I
you?
was waiting for you to start cooking here. Today we're going to be cooking a little bit of health.
Hot German rye bread.
Fresh out of the oven,
Yes.
some butter. I love it.
So we get a nice kind of texture in the fish, golden brown crust.
Okay. The food looks great and smells even better.
Cheers to you.
Hi, everyone. Al Roker here. As a guy with his own catchphrase, I appreciate that after 75 years, Smokey's only said,
Only you can prevent wildfires.
but I'm filling in because there's a lot more to report. Like when there are parched or windy conditions out there, you gotta be extra careful with things like burning yard waste. After all, wildfires can start anywhere, even in your neck of the woods. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
.49 degrees, 365 days a year. This is the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors. I've got David Courtney, the owner. Thanks for taking us downstairs today and showing us this amazing space. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this space is actually 15 feet underground, and it's about 3,000 square feet. So when we're pumping, we have 1,700 different wines, but typically between 1,300 and 1,500 from everywhere that you can imagine. So the nice thing about this being underground is it stays temperate. So like you just said, hey, we're right now when we're filming this, we're at the end of January, beginning of February. It's about 49 or 50, but it never goes above 56 or 57 down here, which is extremely important for fine wines.
And you did say that what kills that wine is that dramatic heat to cold to heat to cold, but if you can keep it constant, it's going to make the wine last that much longer.
Yeah, the fluctuation is the wine killer. Long ago, when I first came to the store, we actually challenged people to buy wine from my store and buy wine from another store, and I guaranteed my wine tasted better just because of the way we stored it.
Wow. So your selection down here, you had mentioned earlier on in the interview, on a busy time, about 1,700 different offerings. From all over the world, is that what we're looking at? Do you have a focus? Like, what's hot right now for wine?
So what's hot right now, there's a few categories. So Portugal right now, believe it or not, is what I've been saying is the Malbec of 15 years ago. So Portuguese red still wines, everybody thinks of port and sweet. These wines are not like that. Okay. You can get a $12 bottle of Portuguese wine that kills it. And then, so right now we're looking at the 2016 vintage in the Rhone, so Châteauneuf-du-Pape and Côte d'Aron's, those are a little bit on the higher end, but that's what's pumping right now, Mark.
I love it. David, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
You might want to make it down here to the wine cellar at Beaver Liquors in Avon, or check out their website, beaverliquors.com. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in to your weekend edition of Good Morning Vale, and thanks to our guests who came on and joined us today, including My Village. If you're looking for a unique way to handle childcare, check out myvillage.com, or if you're interested in starting your own childcare business, they can be a great assistance. And we've got Beaver Creek's annual kickoff of the summer coming up next week. Thanks to Drew from Beaver Creek for coming on, telling us a little bit about the Craft Beer Festival. You can get your tickets to that next Saturday. Check out beavercreek.com/BBB. Also, if you're looking to get rid of some furnishing and refreshing your home, check out Nest Furnishings. We've got a great week of TV8 Good Morning Vale in store for you. 4 more hour-long shows before we kick off our 2-hour summer shows starting next Friday with the annual Beaver Creek Blues, Brews, and Barbecue event. You're not going to want to miss that. Have yourself a great weekend and tune in all next week for more Good Morning Vale.